Alrighty, what's good, everybody? It's Michael Alder here from CarpetExpertBlueprint.com, and Nick dropped by and said I should do a video sharing how to break down carpet estimates on more complicated type layouts with angled hallways and things like that. And I could do countless prints like this for you. Just comment below and let me know what you have in mind, and we'll go ahead and work out the math on it. But this is just kind of a freestyle second floor mock-up bedroom. So we got the steps coming up, we got bedroom one, we got like a huge funky office area, we got an angled hallway coming down with a loft overlooking the lower level, and then a master bedroom over here, master bath, walk-in closet. So let's go ahead and chip away at this, and we'll figure out how much carpet we actually need to get this done. So we got bedroom one right here. Furthest point to furthest point on the width is 13 feet. Furthest point all the way through the closet is 16 feet. And if you look through here, here is our doorway right here, and here's our hallway. Now, ideally, we're gonna run this all the way through from this point to there. We're gonna have the carpet flap out into the hallway, catch all that in one shot, and it's 13 feet wide. So we're gonna end up with a seam right along here. I don't know why I split that closet, but this closet actually goes all the way to that point. Like I said, it's a freestyle drawing. So first things first, let's catch furthest point to furthest point to capture most of the bedroom and this section of the hallway. So we got 16 here, so we're gonna do a 12 by 16, 5 is gonna be our first cut. And that's gonna carry all this here, and we need to come up with a fill for this little 1 by 16 over here. So next, let's jump into the office because that's gonna be super easy to break down, and we just do the process of elimination. We have 20 feet furthest point across, 12 feet for the furthest point here, 8 feet here. Now we're gonna go ahead and put a seam in this room. We could quarter turn it, and I'm not opposed to that at all. If it's a frise that you would never know, I would just make it into a drop. But for the purpose of this video, we'll go ahead and keep everything the same and keep the same seam layout the same as well. So we got 20 feet here. So roughly from here, we'll call it from here to here, we'll call this 12 feet roughly. So we're gonna do a 12 by 12, 5. And that's going to cover this section here. But then we have an 8 by 8 left over here that we need to fill. So we're going to do a 12 by 8, 5. And that's going to fill in this section. But with this 12 by 8, 5 we did right here, we're going to end up with a 4 by 8 right here. Now what I would do with this 4 by 8, we could utilize it in a couple different spots, but just to keep life simple, we're going to use this as a two-piece fill right here. So the waste from right here is going to fill this room. So this whole section of the house is done now. So let's go ahead and we'll travel a little further down the house. We got the balance of the hallway we have to figure out, we have the steps we got to figure out, and we have this master bedroom over here. So the hallway width is 4 feet right here by 12 feet up to this point that we have to fill. And then in the loft, the furthest point here is 6 feet by 8 feet wide. So I would do 6 and 4 to do one shot all the way across like that. And we're going to cover this whole section. We're going to get a little cut off right here. So our next cut, I would do a 12 by 10 and a half, throw a little excess on there. That is going to be our hallway and our loft, and like I said, we get a little excess where we'll cut off for the stairs, and we may even utilize that for the stairs. So this section's done, this section's done, this section's done, this section's done. Now we have the master bathroom, or the master bedroom with a bathroom in it. So we have 13 feet wide in here. We have 16 feet up to the bathroom, and then we have a 6 by 8 deep for the walk-in closet. So the less seams, the better in my world. So I would go from here to here, which is 16 and 8 is 24. So I would do a 12 by 24, 5 for our main cut. We'll drop that all the way through, and then you're gonna get a big cut off here. You're gonna end up with about a 5.5 by 8 once we cut our walls and things like that. Is what you'll end up with for your excess here. So right off the rip, we're gonna use a piece of that to fill this seam that you have to do right here. Because it's 13 wide, we'll get a two-piece fill out of that. And then we may be able to scrap some stairs together out of that. We would also be able to scrap some stairs together out of the cutoff from right here. But let's just say we're only gonna get 2-3 stairs out of that. Even though we're gonna get much more, we'll keep life simple. Let's figure an extra 4 feet to cover the balance of the steps, just to play things safe, especially if it's a special order carpet, something like that. So altogether, to cover this area, we got 16 and a half for the bedroom and first part of the hallway, 12 and a half for the first part of the office, 8 and a half for the second part of the office, 12 by 10 and a half to do the hallway and the loft, get a little cutoff from that. 12 by 24 and a half to do the bedroom and walk-in closet and master bedroom fill. And then we're just gonna buy 4 extra feet to make sure we cover the rest of the stairs. So when we add all these up, you end up with a 12 by, what is that, 76 and a half is what you end up with. That actually converts into 102 square yards. So on some real easy math, let's say that there is no removal, no furniture, everything's empty and ready to go, and they just want something to dress it up to get the property sold. Not cheap, but certainly not expensive. Figure about 20 bucks a yard or $2,000 would be an estimate to cover an area like this, just in some basic mid-grade, like builder grade, mid-grade type carpet. And obviously the sky's the limit. You can get into a $40 a yard carpet. You could also get them into $13 a yard carpet. So either way, this is how I would break down a little more complicated print. But if you have questions about this, you want more details, different styles of prints, different layouts, go ahead and throw them in the comment box below. I will create a video answering it for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.